Okay, I've made some choices. We need to basically choose our path at this point. Here's the thing. My character would not sacrifice those innocents in order to just find out what the Institute is doing. There is a case to be made that I could, because it could be a big thing. However, the situation is as of now that we know the Institute is is evil in a way. They're basically kidnapping people, replacing them with sins. They're doing experiments on family colonies, replacing members, testing out farms with the intention of basically wiping out everyone in the colony or settlement afterwards. So they're basically just murdering people, infiltrating them, replacing them with their own guys. There's no way. It doesn't matter what they're trying to do, really. They're the methods they're using are unacceptable to this character. So I'm not going to sacrifice innocence in the innocent people just because I'm a bit curious about what their long-term or larger plans are. So we're going with the railroad, which gives us 24 hours to just fuck around and then come talk to the synth again. However, I do want a backup plan, which means I will want to give the Brotherhood way a try to, which means talk to one of the doctors here, try to get her to come back to the Brotherhood. Once we free the synths, we're going to be losing our access to this place anyway.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
No, I just want to talk.
Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Okay, trust me.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Yes, that's what I wanted. And I agree with her. The big thing, I guess that's been nagging me. I suppose I've overlooked it a little bit. Is that there yeah, a lot of organizations do these shitty things to get their way. I mean, you're going to have to push, shove people around a little bit to get what you want. That's just how it is. However, the Institute has never really made any attempt to try to get what they want through cooperation, or alliances, or anything like that. They've always went with their own way right from the start. Infiltration, attacking settlements, looting everything they can through using their synth troopers. They're just acting in a way that is simply not acceptable. We are going to. I'm not sure. Should I give the? Should I give the password to Liam Bennett? Because maybe I should. I just need to not mention about our larger plan to him. Where is he? He's somehow on this level.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
Maybe I can try to convince him.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
I'll hold on to it, for now.
If you think that's best, but I can't start work without it.
I'm not sure that I give it to him, because I have a feeling if I give it to him, I'm basically choosing my sides, and fuck it. I'm not just loading if that's going to ruin.
You ready to hand over the login credentials now?
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Okay, we have a day. Day to waste somewhere. So I suppose we could just wait it out, but at the same time, I'd like to get out and do things. I mean, there's a massive amount of areas I haven't gone through, encounters I haven't gone to, places I haven't encountered, a lot of things. None. So I sort of feel I do want to take a little bit more look around the area in general. Fish packing. This doesn't particularly matter where we're gonna go. No, I don't want to go to the castle, that's the only point. Might as well go up the coastline, I guess. But yeah, it's about 24 hours until we're gonna be expelled from the Institute. I'm okay with it.
What?
Get some, motherfucker!
Alright. Still in one piece.
Was there some kind of
Could
single
really
guy
kick your feet
here?
up in a place like this. Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Right.
I knew you were hip the moment you walked in here. Atom Cat material all the way.
Right. I don't particularly want to wait around. Any targets here? It would be better to move during nighttime. I mean daytime. Naturally daytime. Any points of interest? This might be a good opportunity to Lieutenant Gutsy. If it would have been friendly, the name would have been green instead of red. Now there's maybe a container or two. And swamp starts here. I don't really spot anything noteworthy. Just shoot the fucker. Right. Nothing worthwhile. No, it's not like I was expecting something worthwhile. But, Usually if this point of interest, it should be marked here. Doesn't have to be much, a buoy or something, anything. Where exactly are we? Is there a harbor in this city? I mean a proper harbor. Every place sort of looks like it's just a coastline with a few fishing ships or something like that. A city of this size should have a harbor, right? This is just beach. Mirelurk eggs. I think this is not a good place to come to the shore. Come on, show me your face. Too weak. And shoot at the shell. We're south of the castle. I think castle is probably... Oh, well, thinking about how these things usually are, a fortification like the castle with the militia headquarters would be something that protects access to a harbor. So north of it should be some kind of a larger seaport. I also want to test the syringer. I've probably talked about it for 100 hours about this point, but I still want to test it because the more I've thought about it, actually the more I like the idea. Because my initial thought is, or was for a long time, well, it's a cool weapon, but that the damage just doesn't, because it doesn't really increase, it won't hold up. However, that's not necessarily true. Initially, it's pretty much unusable because it uses so much resources and you just
Well,
can't
ain't
afford
that
it.
a blast from the past?
However, it does quite a bit of damage. I mean, realistically, it does something like 300 points of damage with the better ammunition, maybe even 400, with a single shot. So, what does our recon ghost rifle do? 400. And this is with a lot of upgrades. Naturally, if it's a sneak attack, it will do more. But the point is, a syringer would be early on a very powerful weapon. And even if you can't upgrade the damage, and it's it's damage over time damage, so it's a very different type of weapon. But it's not like you have to shoot a single syringe on something and just wait it out. Single syringe just does about what 300 points of damage, but there's nothing preventing you from
Got it.
just shooting an entire clip or multiple arrows on the target. And then it's probably a very silent weapon too. So you shoot your handful of arrows on the target, maybe even basically just shoot a paralyzing arrow first and a couple of damage arrows, whatever. And that's the fight is basically over at that point. It might take the 10 seconds to die, but it's fucked. The target is royally fucked. Now that we don't really have well, we might construct bases and things like that here and there, but most of the ingredients and material we're picking up we're not going to use for construction. So we might as well just waste it on syringes. Just to test it out. On a proper hard target. I'm sure a single syringe isn't worth shit really at this point. I don't even recall, is it a... does it have a clip? Is it one shot then you have to reload or change the syringe, or does it have clips of some size? I don't even recall what upgrades are available to it. So maybe it's worse than I have sort of thought, or maybe it's a lot better than I thought. Well, this certainly looks like it could be a harbor. Sort of. There should be ships, more ships. Well, there's a loading platform here. Gigantic ship hole there. Now it's a... what is that? It's a rock. How the fuck did a rock get up here? Is this a dead end or is it just a river? It's a dead end. I guess this area in general would be more likely to be some kind of harbor. So we're underwater, we might as well take a look. Yeah, there's nothing really here. Loading area for ships. Vertebrate? Okay, this looks a little bit better. Just normal seabed, I assume. It's very deep. It's much more likelier to be able to allow access for larger ships then. Yeah, this bay, maybe that area. I suppose this would be another one, but these three bays certainly. I would expect this to be the most important one. Still, there aren't. I haven't seen any large ship hulls, nor any larger quantity anywhere. What is this place, huh? We've been here before. Holy fish packing plant. Actually, we haven't explored before, but just mark it, move on. Fish packing plant doesn't exactly sound too exciting. Oh shit, people.
Us regular Commonwealth folk, we gotta stick together, right?
Yeah, regular common folk. That's us. Okay, there's a few ships here. Empty, empty, empty. Yeah, I don't think this is no longer a ship area. I suppose this area is more or less as much of a harbor as this place is gonna have. Just seems so low scale. Like no larger ship could ever really dock here. Ah. Flicker, flicker, flicker.
There it is! I see it! Whoa, that was awesome! Did you see it? The big eye in the water?
Slow down, son. Start from the beginning.
There's a sea monster in the harbor! I saw its big eye poke up out of the water and look around. Hey, do you think it's dangerous? It hasn't attacked anyone yet, but maybe it's just waiting.
Have you seen more than just its eye?
Nah, just the eye stalk. You know, like some bugs have. Every once in a while, it comes out of the water and looks around, like it's hunting for something. I bet it wants fresh meat, like us. Only then you'd have to kill it and leave its dead body here all bloody and stuff. That would be so awesome.
That's quite an imagination, kid.
I didn't imagine it. Honest. Go see for yourself.
Well, might as well. This is what we've been looking for. Find a sea monster. Holy shit. Something to do in the water. Whee! And there's no fighting underwater though, and I'm invisible, so I'm not quite sure what this is gonna do for us. Sea monster is here. But Don't particularly. This is just a shipwreck. Ooh, shit. Fucking submarine. It's a Chinese submarine. Well, hello there. Are they hostile?
Well,
Oh.
it's certainly in better shape than I expected. Thank God.
Oh, thank God, it's not a hostile encounter yet necessarily.
I watched you talk to a boy on the dock. Swim out here. You appear able, but not a threat. No. Come in, Heping. Peace?
Who are you?
Zhao, captain of the Chinese Navy. I sail the Yangtze 31. This Chentian. This submarine. My beautiful boat. Speak harsh words of me if you must. But my Yangtze, speak of her with respect. Why are you here? War is over. Long over. And my Yangtze holds no Baowu, no treasure. Nothing for you to plunder.
Have you been here for 200 years?
It has been that long. 是的, yes. I suppose it has. Long ago, just after the fire, Yangtze struck a mine. My Qianting barely made it here into harbor. City already in ruins by then. Few noticed us. Fewer cared. Too much Tongku. Your arrival is good Xingyun for me. I need help, you see. Yangtze is not seaworthy. You will help me fix her?
Why would you trust me? A stranger?
Trust is risk. But a man must plow with oxen he has. You are not like raiders that board my Chentiang, my Yangtze. You show peace. 谢谢.
What will you do with the submarine once it's fixed?
I sail for Zhongguo. Return to China, where I belong. My Jia. My home.
What will you do there?
Anything Zhao can do. If China is gone, I will build. House by house. And if no houses can be built, I will die. My Jia. At peace.
I'm at your disposal.
Ha! Yes! Thank you. 谢谢, my friend. But first problem. Yangtze has no power. If we get reactor working, probably enough. There is damage to a dampening coil. Bad damage. Need a new coil. I have information. Intelligence from wartime. Dampening coils are at a facility called Saugus Ironworks.
I already have one. I picked it up there for no particular reason. It was fairly well placed there too.
What about the nuclear fuel?
I have idea for that. But first, dampening coil.
And well, I ask for money.
Why haven't you repaired the Yangtze yourself?
For long, I was happy to stay here. Of late, though, I've been thinking of my Zuguo. Of China. Also, my Yangtze is not safe. Raiders come. I have fought them. But I fear leaving her alone to get what I need for repair.
Hmm. I don't want to ask for money. It's not like I need it.
I already have the dampening coil from Saugus.
Fortune favors us both, it seems. Now all we need is one thing. Nuclear fuel.
Where are you gonna get that?
Now that is the right question to ask. 200 years ago, I launched all of Yangtze's high-yield nuclear missiles, as ordered. For 200 years, I have lived with that guilt, that shame. So much fire, such bay, but one missile failed to launch. You must go down, remove the warhead, then bring it to me.
Why don't you get it?
Because I have different tasks. While you are getting warhead, I will prepare the reactor. But now I must warn you. There is danger. Wishen. Old crew. Still down there. Not okay like their captain. Worse. They do not harm me. But they will kill you. I cannot kill them. Still, they are my crew. My family. Jaren. All of us. But you must do what you must do.
Fair enough. Only there's something we can loot from this place. Not that it matters, but
Inside, you got,
yeah,
just a bunch of junk in here.
yeah, my thoughts exactly. But maybe a bobblehead, maybe a skill, a magazine or something. I don't want to take this typical trash. I'm more than enough of that.
That's it.
You do that a little too well.
Fuses, vacuum tubes, yeah, nothing of particular interest here. But he said that this isn't everything worth taking has already been taken from this place. I don't see any real point in trying to kill the guy or anything like that. I mean, the war is long since over. Every pretty much major nation on this world has been turned to ash. But there's no point. There's no victorious homecoming for the captain here. Just a bunch of shit all around. I don't see the point of holding a grudge. Not a similar thing with the Institute. I mean, father could be our son, but it doesn't particularly matter. With the Chinese captain, what he's done is ancient history and there's no undoing it. with our son, potential son at least. He might have come out from me, but he's his own man now. He's made his own choices in life, and it doesn't matter in the slightest. He's going to have to answer for them. The fact that they're doing evil, shitty things and are hiding them even from their own people makes me very, very suspicious about that, them having any kind of good intentions in the on the whole. I mean, what would the likeliest reason not to basically have everyone at the same page would be because they know it's not gonna work. People are not gonna stand with it. I mean, it's an isolated group. It's not like there's a huge problem with that. Where the fuck is the place going to go? Ah, need to go there.
The Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it.
There could be a concern about letting people basically know about their plan, but again, if it was somewhat of a benign plan, or in the end, well, there would be no danger. But their actions... what the fuck? It's a box inside a box. It's not really dealing with that all
Almost
too
makes
well.
Diamond City's reactor look quaint. Someone's coming. Guess we're not alone. I won't be bothering anybody now.
We have to go down. Yes, we'll take a good look at the reactor while we're here. Should be like one more zombie here.
We'll be taking that.
Massive bucket. Yeah, that's the easy way to our target. Few mildly interesting items. Bobby pins. High-powered magnet. That might be the first time I've seen something like that. Don't really expect to find anything in these places. It's just very likelihood this is the only time I'm gonna be here, so might as well take a look. Where's my gun go? Well, we might as well look through everything. Certainly doesn't look like that dangerous of an area to us. We have the firepower to take down the targets, we have protection against environmental danger, so we should be fine. But where the fuck is Nick? I could dump some equipment on him. I'm trying to get rid of our few false positives or incorrect answers. Maybe resetting our tries. With master locks, this is usually worth it. Okay, we have one there. Is that it? Two. Right. Hmm.
I'm through.
Mr. Valentine, where are you? Right. Wonder if we're gonna get something extra by not there you go. By not killing any of the zombies. It's not worth the effort, but just wondering.
Listening.
They're all upstairs. Still just 4 of them. First mates. Submariners hat. Wonder what's really going on. I mean, I suppose I'm fairly suspicious by nature in these games, but it's always wonders: is the guy who's telling you the story, is he on the level? So having extra access and precautions, backup plans, is always the thing on my mind in these situations. We have nothing really to believe that what are being told is not exactly what's going on, but we have a chance to find out more, make precautions. We should take them, always take them. Master Terminal. Brainwash. Ooh, 6.
Nice.
Master door, or master lock at least.
You building a collection or something?
Well, this is the ship's armory, but to be honest, you have seen this sort of shit a long time ago at this point. So not really worth much. At the same time, it's weapon storage from a craft that's incredibly old. What exactly did you expect to find? Maybe some special Chinese equipment. Whatever that means. I suppose their stealth technology is, or at least was, about what the Americans had. Maybe something related to it. Not sure how it would help on a submarine though. Maybe they would have special infiltration units. I think that's pretty much a wrap on this place. Medical storage.
I'm in.
Well, it's not like this is bad or anything. Just, well, hard to get excited about this sort of thing now. Come on, Nick.
Hey,
Do something for you?
High-grade ammunition. Plasma, ghost rifle. There's another one. Oh, there's more. How many of you losers are here? Right. What exactly do we need to do here anyway? Yeah, the missile. Right. Right. Voltec lab code. They were working with both the Americans and the Chinese. Interesting. Or it could be just random loot. Not like the first time you find loot that shouldn't be here in certain places. That's McCarthy's. Ah, right. Right. I'm probably missing out on something. Don't particularly care. It's not like I wouldn't be pleased to find something, it just... At a certain point in a game like this, you reach a point where it won't make a difference anymore. Not in any... Oh, for fuck's sakes, don't sit there. Not in any practical sense. I mean, you can fight your way through all the trouble. You have enough survivability. You have enough abilities. So getting some kind of 5% bonus on something isn't gonna do jack shit. It's more of about maybe finding the location, so it's useful if you or when you play again. You can plan things out much better. That's one of the major motivations I have, at least at this point, to just look around. Naturally, there's probably a lot of interesting situations and quests that I could be missing. That's fine. I'll find them later. However, I I found like one hacking magazine. That still bothers me. I'd like to find more. Where the... Okay, we need to go down. Right. Well, to be fair, I found the most important one. I suppose if there's a robot hacking magazine, and I'm pretty sure there is, I'd like to know the location of that at least. I'm not sure if there's more. I mean, what more could there be? I suppose spotlight control is a thing, but what the fuck could you do with a spotlight control? I suppose it could focus on enemies instead of you, but
After this, what say we find a
for a
place with a
sneaky
nice
character,
fire?
it's still an
Throw
abomination
these
to leave the
clothes in.
spotlights on. So I don't know. I suppose there's the worry. Well, I was thinking there's the worry that the captain might try to scuttle the ship, nuke it, but could have done that if he really wanted to easily, so that makes no sense. I'm more or less, I suppose, sure that he's on the level. But who knows? Who the hell knows? Because we're about to find out.
Here is the warhead.
No difficulty with the warhead, I trust.
What are you gonna do with the other missiles?
Nothing. That is what. No plans. They are small, tactical, of no real use to me. Now, here is what you must do. Head down to the reactor. Take dampening coil and warhead with you. First, insert the dampening coil. Carefully. 小心. Then, put warhead into the reactor. As you do that, I monitor power levels from the control room. Do not put warhead in first. Do that? 死亡. Death for you and me both.
There was a relay
So long as
code.
you're carrying it.
Or what is that? Was it a dampening coil? Dampening rods. I suppose I still have the rods. How exactly am I supposed to install it?
Captain Zhao?
Was not sure my beautiful Yangtze would hold together. But we did it. You are a capitalist. I know you expect payment for services. Instead, I would offer you service in exchange for your service. It is our way. Take these transponders. Each one acts as a homing signal for missile I can fire from my Yangtze. Only small, tactical nukes. But you should still get as far away as possible. Throw transponder like a grenade to activate it. Then wait for 爆炸. Kaboom.
I wish you a safe journey.
Many thanks. I look forward to seeing my Zhongguo soon. Soon I will set sail. You should get ashore. Farewell, American. I must admit, I have met worse capitalists.
Here there be monsters. Completed. How many nukes do we get? 3. 3 nuclear warheads. Well, well, well. To be fair, that's a lot better than what I would expect to gain from a place like this. Yes, yes. Not only do we have a personal nuke launcher, we can fire missiles from a Chinese submarine. Yeah, that was worth it. Hmm. Still not exactly something that you would need Aquagirl for. Very pleased about this. At least it's a one goddamn worthwhile thing that I found. And it's not just a shitty place with standard loot. It's 3 nukes. Mm. I think I'll just try to do the underground undercover now. Yangtze is a nice way to end things. And if I keep delaying that, the mission, there's a good chance I'll just forget about it, and who knows what's going to be the consequence of that. Better just get it over with. I'll definitely continue the uh, shoreline harbor exploration more. I don't think I'll find anything nearly as good as that, but sort of reinvigorate. Okay, yep, we wasted our day.
Hey.
What?
Time to go to the meeting. But reinvigorates my want to go and explore things. As nice as it is to find places that have all kinds of interesting loot, we've
The
sort of
plan.
moved past that point. It has to have. I don't particularly care about the loot, but it has to have an idea behind it or something special. Handful of nukes at your disposal is something special.
My back hurts.
I suppose
My
the
feet
bobblehead and
hurts.
things like
Everything
that would be
hurts.
another thing, but frankly, I don't care about them. Uh, more than anything, I've seen them as a problem. Because, but not in this system. But previously, you sort of build your character around the fact that you can raise them a single point further through a bobblehead or an implant or something like that. And it introduced a lot of weird stuff in how people acted and built their characters. I'm certainly have been guilty of that too. But I'm very happy that uh, that isn't a possibility anymore. It's only a positive thing in my eyes. Now it's I suppose it's still useful, but since the values can go above 10, you don't really care, and since you can raise the attributes during every level up, you don't give it that much of a thought. I mean, you can build a incredibly powerful character already with what you've got. Surely if you want to maximize, I mean really maximize your character, you can do it, but the game gives you no reason to do that. You're more than able to handle everything without it. And even if you want just all the perks and all the attributes, you can just level up as much as you can, grind experience, do something. But write a console command and give you enough experience, or your character enough experience to get that right from the start. That's your thing. There are easy ways to do that. How much free carry weight do we have? 20 pounds. Not a lot. It's enough. I'm still sort of is the experimental is the MERV version of this gonna be useful to us? What's the fucking difference? Yes, this has more warheads, but there's a reason I never used this in the previous games, and for the life of me I can't recall what it is. There's some major problem with this, but what the fuck is it? Yeah, I think I know. I see what it is. There's a special MERV in Diamond City. I think it launches 2 warheads instead of 1. Might be worth it might be better for what we intend to use this, but right. The MERV has a set distance that it will fly, then it will burst. The normal launcher can be used as an artillery piece, so you can decide the distance on yourself how you aim. So that's the difference, and that's why we're not gonna ever use the MERV. In certain engagements it's fine, but think about something like the large tower with the alarm and the death claws below us. We basically could have shot the death claws in like a very specific scenario, and it would have been murdered without a doubt, but it just isn't the same. I'm thinking about the dual warhead version of this though. It's not that big of a deal. I want to test out one additional thing. Where's my Ranger rifle? Sure, sniper rifle is probably the best version of this. There's not that much you can do. You don't want to be anywhere nearby. Better aim with scopes. That's probably the best thing you can do. Medium night vision. No, long recon. Right. I'll be loading.
Nice little setup.
But
Wouldn't
since
mind one of
we're
these as agent.
testing things, okay, damage reduction, paralysis. A lot of good ones, but Rat Scorpion Venom Syringe is the most powerful one. It's 400 points of damage. Steel and glass needed. Naturally, Rat Scorpion Stingers. I suppose the bleed out one is the most common one. Fiber, glass, oil, and steel. We could make a couple of hundred of ammunition with this. This is how do you even use
I've been
this?
told the Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore, but they sure
Not quite sure how the hell this works.
bring in the business.
You load it with certain type of ammunition and it just uses them. I need an enemy, any enemy. Just want to see this. USAF Satellite Station Olivia. Yeah, there's probably raiders respawned there. I'll have to think about buying the other mirror launcher, but we certainly have the money for it, but I'm not sure if it makes any sense. But it would probably double the damage you're gonna do, so... Right. Damage starts.
Something out
For 10 seconds, you do the damage. Oh, don't do that.
Guess I should stop putting off that detection calibration.
So, yeah. Reliably, you can reduce them to at least half damage. What's the rate of fire on this thing? Not all that great. It's not a... It's a stealthy man's weapon, I suppose. But I would think the non-damage syringes are why would you really want to use this. Lockjaw. Simple paralysis syringe.
I don't think we're alone.
You know, the Raider doesn't have quite so much life, so it's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting, that's what I'll say. Very, very interesting. I'm not going to use this, but oh, this has a lot of interesting things, as I've said, I think. And it seems like it's basically a standard, it's a stealth weapon already, without having any
Someone was
additions.
expecting trouble. We're asking for
So, definitely not gonna start using it, but might be very, very interesting to try to play with it. In case that's some kind of a specialty mole rat or something.
it. What's that?
legendary glowing
Look
mold.
who it is.
The problem is
Does look
the
clear.
reason we can't really use this weapon is that it just fires too slowly. 2-shot laser musket, whoop-de-doo. I'm gonna load anyway. It's just a test. But yeah, syringer definitely interesting. I do want to play with it, but I don't think I'll play with it now. It's just much more convenient for us to just plow through things and murderize everything. I'll have to think about buying the other Fat Man. 25% extra damage on this, or potentially 2 warheads launch every time you fire. The 2 warheads is naturally quite a bit better. And it's a weapon, when you use it, you want people to fucking die. So more damage is definitely the higher priority. Either way, we're going to go and free some sins at the Institute. And potentially picking up a heavier nuclear launcher before doing that, but we'll see.